Well, welcome, guys, to Toliko Vima English, and I'm glad to be with you here again today. Today, we're going to have some guests attempting to come on stage. We'll see how that works out. We've invited several people, word has gotten out, and it looks like I have it set up on the computer to be able to see what's going on behind the scenes as well. But since we're recording, we're going to start the topic and be able to have content to share with you later. So, welcome everybody. If you're watching this as a recorded message, welcome. Glad to have you. And if you're joining us live, welcome as well. And go ahead and feel free to ask us things in the chat. Today, we're going to be talking about a very important topic, actually. It's Mistakes Mean Progress. The title is Mistakes Mean Progress, or Mistakes Indicate Progress. It is a very important topic for English second language learners. It's also a very important topic for those of you who are engaged in life in general. You know, mistakes mean that you are progressing. If you didn't try, you wouldn't make mistakes. But if you didn't try, you also couldn't succeed. They go hand in hand. Hi, Emma. Good to see you. Hello, nice to have you. Enma. So sorry. Enma. We're expecting quite a few other people. It's nice to have you guys. Um, so we're going to be discussing this. I'll be reading things to you, and then it will allow us to talk about it in the chat. I will recall things that I did on another live stream this morning on Hello Talk, very wonderful language app. And we're doing this one here for recorded content, which will be lightly edited and maybe made into shorts and spread out so that people can get an appetite for what it is we are trying to do. What we're trying to do is create an environment that is safe, that is useful, and that feels that you're connected to a community. That will give you fuel, that will hopefully bring you encouragement and testimonies of other students who have struggled along the way, some who are struggling with you, as well as life application topics. So, when you're doing life together, when you're investing life time, you should get life lessons. And that's what we're going to be using as our catalyst or our medium to get you to use your English. Depending on how it works on stage, maybe I ought to do this. Depending on how it works on stage, we will also use the audio input from other people to comment and expound. And I'm not too worried about the length of this live stream because I can always edit this after in more bite-sized pieces, as my sister Steph would say. And I welcome everybody here. We have three people coming and going. We have people who are chatting with us. I hope Enma gets to stay. And I've sent everyone a link to come on stage. So, hi, Adriana, welcome. Adriana Roca, welcome. It's good to see you guys. I'm still learning how to facilitate all of this with my laptop and my phone and some other equipment. Yeah, it's good to see you, Adriana. We're talking about mistakes being the proof or being the verification that you are making progress. People say practice makes perfect. Ah, I changed that a little bit because practice makes progress. And I have heard it before. I didn't coin that phrase, but it rings a lot more true to me that practice makes progress. If you're seeking perfection and you're living with your greatest critic, which is yourself, you're going to have a sense of never progressing at all. Because the moment you feel the smallest amount of joy that you have progressed, you're going to say, yeah, but you don't do this. Yeah, but you don't do that. Yeah, but you should have done this. So you're your own worst critic. So we're going to talk with you about this reality that practice makes progress, that mistakes mean progress, and we'll be going through it little by little. Of course, I welcome all of you. Hi, Jessica. Jessica, welcome back. I welcome all of you in the chat to ask me questions along the way. It's great to see you. I hope this becomes a regular thing. It's great. Today's topic, mistakes mean progress. Let me read something to you here. Mistakes are proof that you're trying, and trying is how you grow. Mistakes are proof that you are trying, and trying is how you grow. I mentioned just yesterday that my faulty thinking most of my young adult life was I don't want to try because I'm afraid of failure. Just let that sink in for a second because some of you have thought that or are thinking that. I don't want to try, or I don't want to try too much, or I don't want to take too big of a chance because that means more of a chance of failure. Well, that's not reasonable. Yes, we talked about practice making progress. Hi, Hema, welcome. Good to see you. Yes, rise and shine. So, practice makes progress. Mistakes mean progress. Mistakes are proof that you are trying, and trying is how you grow. If you don't ever try, it's true, you won't make mistakes. Think about it. Think about it. And that's sometimes it's our logic. If I don't try, I won't make mistakes. But if you don't try, you have zero chance of succeeding. You have to try, right? And now, if you make a foolish attempt, then you can regroup and learn from your mistakes and then try again with a more strategic, more timely, um, more precise approach with awareness because you've already had some experience. So, we want to encourage you along that line because mistakes are proof that you're trying, and trying is how you grow. Now, Taliko Vima English, we focus mostly on English fluency for ESL students all around the world on an app called Hello Talk. We have many, many tens of thousands of followers there. And we started coming here seriously about a month ago, starting to create content, 1 or 2 episodes a week, and now having live streams here. So welcome, guys. Feel free to subscribe and all of that if you want, or just check out our stuff. We feel that we are a community. We don't have to simulate one. I don't have to shake the tree to get you guys to do the things that would trick the algorithm. I can just invite you to come and sample. And of course, if you like something, you're going to put a like. If you think it's useful, you're going to share. If you feel moved by it, you may be moved to make a comment, right? It's going to be natural. So don't come here with any pressure or thinking that we're trying to manipulate the system. Just come here, enjoy the content, give us feedback however you want. We'll keep making more, okay? All right. So here's another line to think about. Here's another line to think about. Every mistake teaches you something valuable. Every mistake teaches you something valuable. Think about it. Be an active listener right now. Think about it. Every mistake teaches you something valuable. It shows you something. Actually, failure is your friend. Failure is your fuel. If you took an exam that had 5 sections in it and you did well on three and you did okay on another one and you failed one of them, failure would be your friend. It would point out to you, you don't quite understand this particular section. You need to reinforce that knowledge. You can do a little better on this other section. Those other three over there, no problem at all. No need to use any more of your time on those. You've got it, right? So when you think about failure or tests or um, those types of things, making mistakes, realize that mistakes and failure are only truly mistakes if you don't learn from them, right? So go back, regroup, look at it with fresh vision the next day, see where you went wrong, reinforce your studies. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, come on up. It's asking me to add you. I hope I added you. Try again, Cleopatra. Try again. Oh, there we go. Wonderful. Hi, Cleopatra. How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm doing good to see you finally. We just met yesterday.
Thank you.
Yeah. And then you came up on stage. That's amazing. Now, if you want, you can be on stage with me, or you can be in the chat and just listen and comment. It's completely up to you. It's completely up to you.
Yes, much better to be in the comment.
Okay, you can go into the comments. It's okay. Don't worry. Yeah, you're okay.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, of course, of course. I'll see you again soon.
All right.
Okay. I don't know either. I don't know how to step down. You'll have to find out. There you go. That's that. Let me see if I can facilitate that. Remove the guest. There we go. I hope I didn't remove her too far. Please, Cleopatra, please comment in the chat. I removed you from the stage. I hope I didn't remove you from the whole thing. I don't know. Cleopatra found out how to do it. Maybe. Let me see. I don't know. How can I come onto the stage? There must be a way from your end that you can come onto the stage. Let me see. Let me see if I can facilitate it over here. That would be great. Go to channel, pin message, report, remove, put you in timeout. I don't know how to do that. I don't know, guys. See if you can look around and see if there are ways to get on stage, or if you guys know, you can share with them how to get on stage. Yeah, sorry about that. It looks like I can chat with you over here too. That's cool. So we were talking about each error brings you a step closer. Actually, we were talking about every mistake teaches you something valuable. And when you learn from your mistakes, you really gain wisdom, right? That's what we're talking about. If anyone figures out how to get on the stage, please let us know in the chat, or someone can search it out on the side and you can find out how to get on stage. I'm really not sure how that works, guys. Um, yeah, manage guests. Maybe it's here. Oh, I can probably invite link. Let me see how to send it. Let me put it in the chat and see if that works. See if that will bring you to where you can come on the stage, guys. I thought I sent everyone the link for stage, but I'm not sure. Anyway, we're figuring it out. There's our analytics. Cool. The next phrase I want to say to you guys is um, progress is not about perfection. It's about learning from what went wrong. We've talked about that. Each error, there's another word, mistake, failure, error. Each error brings you one step closer to understanding and success. Each error brings you one step closer to understanding and success. Earlier, we had an example of post it notes. Maybe you've heard this, that the post it note invention was a mistake. The man who invented it was trying to make a stronger glue, but instead, he discovered more a weaker reusable glue. So kind of like a rubber cement, but not that thick. And at first, he thought it was a failure until the idea of Post-it notes was invented, until they used some of it just to put some paper up. It came down, it went back up, it came down, it went back up. Welcome, Hema. Oh, maybe is that a hand raise? Is that how I bring you on stage? No, it doesn't give me that choice. Let's see, guys. Yeah, it doesn't give me that choice. I'll have to do the research on it. I'm so sorry. But Emma said hi. Emma wants to come on stage. Yeah. I don't see I don't see her there anymore. I wonder. Oh, Steph's here. Hi, Steph. It's good to see you. Trying to figure out how to get people on stage. What is this for? So we were talking about each error bringing you closer. a step closer to understanding and success. You have to evaluate the errors and find out what went wrong. In the military, they had something called an after action report. An after action report. And after we went on a mission, we would come back immediately. I think it's within the first 48 hours after we're back. Actually, in the Navy, we'd be on a mission on a ship. So before we got back to port, we had to have our after action reports submitted. The after action report, after the exercise, after the mission, would be a way for us to evaluate what went well, what could have gone better, and how, and what went horribly wrong, and how can we propose to restructure it so it doesn't go wrong again. After action report. So if you found yourself caught in a loop of errors, constantly making the same mistakes, then go ahead and sit down and do this after action report. Look at it, analyze it. If you're emotionally um, fueled at the time, then give your emotions time to settle, but come back to it and look at it and see where the triggers were, what caused it to escalate all of a sudden. Where do you feel like it was completely out of control? Where did it start to go out of control? And if you sit there and actually think about it, pause the world, turn off your phone, all that stuff, you'll see. And then you make adjustments. Next time I do that, I'll do this. Next time I take that exam, I'll write down everything on that blank note sheet that I can remember before the exam starts, because that's a legal test taking strategy. And you'll find a way to engage better, to overcome, to learn, to grow. You'll be much stronger than the person that accidentally passed it the first time, right? So think about it. Every time you've made an error or mistake, learn from it and then come back at it with a different approach, realizing that that same error may occur again if something doesn't change, right? Here's another expression for us to think about, and you guys can chat about in the chat. It says, "Don't fear mistakes. Fear missing the chance to improve." Don't fear mistakes. You should fear missing the chance to improve. Don't fear mistakes. Fear missing the chance to improve. Each time you try, there's a chance that you will succeed and a chance that you will fail or fall short. Most of the time, most of the time we fall short. We do not execute things the way we planned. It doesn't go according to plan. There are variables that come up, and you can say, well, it was okay, and just leave it alone because it wasn't a complete failure. Or after action report, AAR, I guess we'll call it, after action reported, and look and see where things went wrong. Could it have been avoided? Could you put things in place so that it doesn't happen again, or that you're in a better position to respond if it happens again? Think about it, because we don't do too much thinking these days. We ask something else to think for us, whether it's the G word or the S word or whomever you call upon. Exactly. Thank you, Enma, for writing that. Don't fear mistakes. Fear missing the chance to improve. Hi, welcome. Let me see if I can chat this out for you. I should have wrote it. How about that? There we go. Welcome. Welcome to the group. Oh, is that O? What type O is here? I'm so happy you're here. She can probably figure it out. There is a way to click on something to come up on stage. So please, between you and Steph, failure is your friend, and type O. And all of you who are very smart with this, please search around and look at the tabs and see if there's a way to request to come on stage. I really would like to have you guys on stage. I invited you with a link that it says for a guest stage guest. And we can also limit this to only our community. That's another plus. I should consider doing that sometimes, is just have a class with you guys. Ah, it's just coming to me now. Yes, failure is your friend. Failure can be your fuel. How to request. Okay, thanks, Steph. She's on it. All right, there we go. It's okay. So let's see here. Don't fear mistakes, fear missing the chance to improve. Mistakes build resilience, confidence, and deeper learning. I'm going to type this in for you guys. I should just cut and paste, huh? I'm going to catch on here, guys. I'm going to catch on here. Watch this. I should just cut and paste from here. All right, here we go. I got it right here. So funny. Oh, is this the one? Of course, everything is going to start doing this. There we go. All right, I got it right here. Watch this. Right? Mistakes. There we go. Look at that. Look at this. I'm learning. Okay. Hi. Look at that. Mistakes build resilience, confidence, and deeper learning. Yes, exactly. And one likes that. Thank you for being such an active participant, typing it in the chat. I know how to cut and paste now. I'm learning how to use the computer so that I can help you guys out. So, absolutely. Um, when you're looking at this, think about it. I want to invite you guys to think about it. Just use some thought right now. Think about it. Mistakes. Don't fear the mistakes. Fear missing the chance to improve. And mistakes build resilience, confidence, and deeper learning. Who wants confidence, deeper learning, and what was it? Resilience. Who wants those things? Of course, all of you do. Hey, Jessica, Jessica. Resilience meaning, sir. Yes, absolutely. Oh, tap the invite link sent by the host live streamer from your mobile device. Oh, okay. Try it out, Steph, and come on stage. Resilience. It means the ability to persevere or persist. Resilience, guys. I'll look it up right now too, so we can get some of that. Hmm. That's so funny. Resilience means the ability to recover from difficulties and keep going, even when things are hard. Resilience, not giving up when something is difficult. It means staying strong, trying again, and learning from the problems. Got it? There we go. Hi, Monetta's here. Is better than happiness. Absolutely, Ted. Good job. Good job. Good job. Yeah, Monetta's here. So, Steph, will you please try to tap the invite link sent by the host from your mobile device? See if you can get you on stage. Very cool. Exciting. Yes, resilience. If you want to build resilience. Yeah, of course. You're welcome. Oh, you have. Let me see. Let me see. Maybe I'm missing something here. Create a highlight video. Okay, do that. No, I'm not going to do it while I'm live. Cancel that. Let's see. Unable to add streamer marker. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to go back here. Oh, yeah. It's got me here on the analytics. I can't see. Hmm, what happened? Oh, good. I was going to say, oh, no. Oh, you did. Okay, I don't see. Before it gave me an invite link. Try to tap it again, please, Steph. Oh, it didn't work. Yeah, maybe I missed it here. Maybe I missed it here. Thank you for the hearts, guys. I don't know what that does, but you can tap the hearts or 100 whenever we can interact. If you click on the heart on the bottom of your screen, it should show you several different icons you can use to interact. Yeah, very cool. So Steph's going to try that again. Very good. We're talking about resilience and surviving and overcoming and all of these cool things. Success stories are built on lessons learned from failure. Success stories are, look at that. Here it is. I'll go back to where I was at. Oh, interesting. How did I get here? Okay. Success stories. Hmm. There we go, guys. Keep those from happening. Yeah, I'll have to study that up, Steph. Sorry about that. I really wanted you up on stage. Oh, okay. Good deal. Success stories are built on lessons learned from failure. Yeah, good job, guys. Good job. It's nice to see so many people here. I was trying to stop it. And Ma, teacher, will this program record to watch? Absolutely. That's why we're here. It will record so you can watch it later. And Ma, if it's late where you are, you're welcome to go. Okay. Welcome, High Squid Game. Nice to have you here. Hello, welcome. So we're talking about this thing called mistakes or failures or errors and how they can facilitate your growth and development, how they can build resilience, how they can lead you to success. And the last thing I put in the chat was success stories are built on lessons learned from failure. So don't be so hard on yourself when you have perceived failure, when you feel that things could have been done better. It is a chance to grow and to learn, but it's also a step closer to succeeding, right? Absolutely. Absolutely. Here's the next point we're going to discuss here. The next point we're going to discuss here is this one. Making mistakes means you're moving forward, not standing still. Hi, Isra. Welcome. Good to see you, Isra. So, making mistakes means you're moving forward, you're not standing still. Remember, we talked about earlier the logic that's really illogical, and that is I don't want to try or I don't want to attempt to too much because I might fail. Well, yeah, that's true. But if you don't try, what are your chances of succeeding? Zero. You have to try. You try and you try and you try again. The example I gave in the other live stream was a basketball player or any other sport you can think of, but for the sake of demonstration, a basketball player. How many times do you think that the best basketball player that you are aware of, how many times do you think that that person missed those shots? 100, 1,000, 10,000, 10,000,000? Well, yeah, it depends. If the person is uh, a very good basketball player and they've been in the profession for a while, millions, maybe billions of times they missed compared to how many times they made it. But they adjusted and they shot again, right? So at first they started very simple, very methodical, very close to the rim. No other people there, no bouncing, no fanciness, just fingers on the stripes, backspin, right? Keep going, adjust, hit the rim, adjust, hit the backboard, use the backboard, whatever the case may be. In fact, when I was learning to play basketball when I was a kid, my dad was much older and he came over to me and I thought, this is an old man. I was 9, he was 55, you know? And he took the basketball and he said, "You got to spin it backwards when you shoot." And I was like, "This guy, he does not even know. He he does not even know." He's like, "No, no, you got to put your fingers on the line on the ball, and then you, as you shoot, you got to spin it backwards so it goes in." I didn't believe he knew what he was talking about. I thought he took the ball, gunk, gunk, and he took the ball again, gunk, gunk, right in, right in. And I was like, "What?" It didn't seem logical, but he taught me that. And then I started doing it. I got used to it. At first, it felt very foreign. I got used to it. And then I would move different places around the basketball rim, eventually allowing people to pressure me and try to take the ball from me. So, step by step, you adjust, you regroup, you get back in it, you try again, right? English is the same way. You had a conversation that didn't go as well as you wanted it to. You adjust, you re engage, you get in it again, right? That's what you do. That's how you develop and refine your English is you adjust, you regroup, engage again, right? Eventually, eventually you will become accustomed to the various challenges that can happen during a conversation, just like you adjust to the various things that can happen when you're playing basketball with someone and you adjust to the person you're playing against. You will adjust to the person you're talking with. It's an adjustment, it's part of the interaction. It's part of basketball to adjust, stay engaged. So, again, right? So think about it. This is what we're talking about today about seeing mistakes differently, understanding the value of errors, and learning from these perceived or real. It's a whole nother story, whether it's real or whether it's just in your mind. But either way, it feels like a failure. Learning, adjusting, growing, engaging, try again. Success, success. Then when you get it, you repeat it over and over again. When you get it, you reinforce it. One of the reasons I encourage people to practice dialogue with a human is because when you practice dialogue over and over again, your brain registers it as a real experience. And that causes you to have reinforced positive experience. That will heal you from the failures of the past and it will increase your confidence going forward. Yeah. Next one here. Let me get it for you guys. Check this one out. Thank you for the hearts. Celebrate your effort even when the result isn't perfect. Celebrate your effort even when the result isn't perfect. Celebrate the effort even when the result isn't perfect. Many people don't even celebrate. They don't even celebrate unless it's a big event. They get their degree, they get accepted into college, they get a new job. The big events they celebrate, the small ones they don't. Now you do not do the same celebration for the small events, right? Um, it could just be a slice of pie to reward yourself for accomplishing a mile marker or a set amount of time practicing or some form of consistency in what you're doing when you know inside you don't want to do it, but you still did it. Celebrate that. That will give you a sense of achievement, of forward motion. One of the things that encourages you or used to encourage us on the highway when we were traveling a long distance in the car were the mile markers. The mile markers, every mile, you'd see a marker and it would count down to the next state line. So you knew you were getting closer to the next state line. Or my father would tell me what exit we were getting off at, and I knew there were so many mile markers leading up to that exit. You need to celebrate those small achievements along the way so you can be assured you're on the right path, so you can be excited about getting closer, or you can make adjustments if you're on the wrong path. A few times when we used to use paper maps, we might be in a foreign part of the country and then go, wait a minute, none of this, it just doesn't feel right. We should have come across that exit by now. We'd have to stop and take out the paper map and reevaluate where we thought we were based on the mile marker or the last exit and go, oh, we missed a turn off. We were supposed to turn off onto the other route. So having accountability, having a partner, learning from your mistakes, looking at your progress, these are all very valuable at developing your English. I cannot come on stage because oh, you need at least 50 subscribers. Ah, okay, okay, okay. I see. Well, all of you, I will subscribe to you and you can subscribe to each other, right? Invite more people here. You can subscribe to one another. So click on each other and go to your channel. When I look at this later, guys, I will look you guys up on YouTube and I will subscribe to you. I'll subscribe to all of you. Okay. I'm celebrating listening to this program because it's very interesting how we should see the mistakes. I thought it was my enemy. Oh, Enma, that is so rewarding. That is so rewarding. That is what we want here. Oh, Linda, you're amazing. Oh, you joined without any? Oh, Linda, can you share with us how you were able to? And Rawa is here. Oh, look at this. You guys are great. I like seeing the hearts go up the side too, but don't obsess on them, guys. I think it does play a role in monetization is the hearts and all that stuff. But don't worry about that. Just thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. This is, of course, being recorded, and we will leave this one just as is. I might put subtitles. I'm not sure, depending on what you guys ask me for. Let's go on to the next one. Let me cut and paste the next one here. It's great. I'm so glad you are being encouraged by this, Enma. And you'll have a recording to watch again. And remember to share it and leave me comments. Yeah, Emma's still here. Good. Mistakes aren't the end, they're the beginning of better things. Mistakes are not the end, they are the beginning of better things, right? If you're walking down a road and you step into a hole that has water in it, your shoe gets wet, your sock gets wet, and you keep walking and you're like, man, that's messed up. The next time you come down that road, you may get closer to that and go, why does that bush look familiar? Oh, and you step in it again, but it doesn't quite get your commitment. Your foot doesn't go all the way down into the hole. So just the top of your shoe gets wet and muddy. The third time you come down that road, you're like, there's a hole in this road, right? And you're scanning and looking. Eventually, you associate that hole with the surroundings, with that specific bush or that tree, and then you start to look for it. The fourth time you come down that road, ain't no way you're going to step in that hole, right? So it's the same thing with mistakes. It's the same thing with mistakes. Is mistakes aren't the end, they're the beginning of better things. They have identified themselves. Mistakes have identified themselves. It's like a check engine light. You don't get mad. Well, you might. When you get a check engine light, it might be upsetting because you think it's going to cost money. But the first thing you should do is investigate. Turn the key off, turn the key back on, and see if the light comes on again. Next thing you want to do is go check the engine. Lift it up, see if everything looks and smells normal, even if you're not a mechanic. This is the bare minimum of what you do when there's a check engine light, or you can look in the manual and it will tell you several things it might be. And so if there's a fuel light on, it might just be that the fuel cap is loose, the pressurization isn't in the tank. It could be some small things. So you do investigate. And when you make a mistake, you need to investigate. Why did I make that mistake? How can I avoid it? What can I learn from it? And you know what else, everybody? One of the things that it doesn't mention here yet is to err is human. Thank you, Jessica. Jessica. To err is human. To forgive is divine, right? You need God to help you to forgive, but to make mistakes is human. Um, when you run into someone or you're talking with someone who's having a similar challenge, you are now a sort of authority. on that thing. You know, when you ask me about being married, being divorced, I can say, "Oh, I know about that one because I've experienced it twice." Um, these kinds of things give you an empathy and understanding. Even though people go through it differently, you have an essence of what they're going through. So if someone says, "This English thing, I keep making mistakes. I'm afraid to talk to native speakers because I don't want to make a mistake in front of them." Um, you don't have to worry about that because once you make a mistake and you're with someone who's encouraging you and helping you to see where you made the mistake, then you feel like, you know what? It's actually not that bad. It can be a little embarrassing depending on the mistake, but Jonathan's not going to laugh at me. He's going to show me and he's going to give me some triggers so that I don't make the mistake again. It's going to be good because then when I'm talking to someone who's not him, I'm less likely to make that mistake. So this is what we're talking about today. We're talking about mistakes that they mean progress. When you have a mistake, it actually demonstrates progress. That's what we're talking about today. And you guys can type in the chat to get to know me, to ask questions about this topic or about what we're doing here. Many of you, if not all of you, are from our Hello Talk channel, and it's good to see you here. It feels so supportive. I meant to change this to a bigger size. I don't know if I can, but either way, everything's here. There's human. Yes. Yes. Well, welcome. If you have questions about this or you want to share something with us, just go ahead and type it in the chat and share it with us. We'll probably go another 15 minutes. Let me see how long we're going. Yeah, about 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Let me read some of these quotes from history. These are people you may have heard of. Thomas Edison. It is said that while inventing the light bulb, he said, "I have not failed at all. I have just found 10,000 ways that won't work. Each mistake brought me closer to success." So he tried to make a light bulb apparently 10,000 times. And he kept the motivation, the persistence, the perseverance, the ability to continue on because he thought, well, that's another way not to do it. Let me think of a way that I haven't done yet that might be the way to do it. Yeah, think about it. Think about it. Penicillin. You know the history of penicillin? Penicillin. Alexander Fleming in 1928, Fleming accidentally left a petri dish open. That's one of those dishes you see that they smear some samples on there, some bacteria, some wound, some stuff, and they close it off and let it grow to see what it grows into, to know how to attack it, how to try to break it up. Well, in this case, he accidentally left the lid off of the petri dish. Mold grew, and he discovered that the mold killed the bacteria. The reason you grow something in a petri dish, you want to identify the bacteria. Then you want to experiment with things that will affect it in the petri dish. So this petri dish was left open and it grew mold, but consequently, something in the mold killed the bacteria. Hmm. That's where he found insulin. No, penicillin. I'll have to edit that out. No, I shouldn't. Penicillin kills the bacteria he was trying to deal with. Oh, hey, welcome. From mold to Adina's here. Oh, you're so funny. Uh, Transylvania mystery. Everyone, this is Adina. She's fairly new to our community, but already a member. You've probably seen her on Hello Talk with us. And yes, she does live in the Dracula place, the vampire place, Transylvania in Romania. So interesting person to talk with. Hema says, "I am afraid of making a mistake, but I am more forced to correct my mistake." Good. So I see a shift. I see a shift there in how you see mistakes. Good, good. Little monkey juice. Time for some monkey juice. I'm thirsty. I see, Hema. I see. I did go get groceries, guys, if you were worried about me. All right. Very good. Here's another one. Post-it notes we talked about. Let me see what Steph's. I'm enjoying this topic, but I can't figure out how to come on stage. Of course, it has been said, Steph, that you need at least 50 subscribers on YouTube before you will be allowed to request to come on stage. So what we can do, what we can do is we can. I see. I understand, Hema. What we can do is I'm going to see, you guys can look for the names of the people in the chat. Should show up on the video, I think. And if not, I'll send it to you guys and we can subscribe to one another. I don't think we'll have 50 people here, but that's a start, right? And then every time we come together, if okay, yeah, you can build up your subscribers. Yeah, you just need 50. Just ask your friends to subscribe. Hmm. That's good. Okay, there you go. So we talked about post-it notes earlier in the video. Please watch that again later. Um, Coca-Cola, it is said, Coca-Cola was invented as a medicine. Coca-Cola was a mistake in its original formula, but that error became one of the most popular drinks in the world. The microwave oven. Percy Spencer was working on radar equipment when a chocolate bar melted in his pocket. That led to the invention of the microwave. And then sticky notes again. Spencer Silver at 3M was actually trying to create strong adhesive. Oh, it's just mentioned again. It gives his name that time, I think. Yeah, it just gives his name that time. So mistakes can lead to success. Some of the key vocabulary here was mistake, progress, invent, discover, accidentally. I sent those to the group, and I think we just talked about those. I was going to ask you guys to read, that wouldn't work. Uh, welcome, Bizolves, Bizors. Oh, really? Wow, interesting. So we've been talking about mistakes that mean progress. And if anybody here has 50, oh, Linda probably does. Linda came up on stage the other day. That was nice. Um, what I would plan to do if this time works out for the most of you is try to do this a couple times a week. This is very good for our viewed hours. We've had 75 views, average of 3.5 minutes, which times the amount of people we get, that will help with that. We're trying to get our channel developed here on YouTube. But of course, if you don't know, we're also on Hello Talk as a language app. We have a live stream there almost every day, and that is our main place for helping with English fluency. We have a few videos here, and I think they are getting better, but our main platform is Hello Talk at this time. So you guys can message me through here. Obviously, I don't know how that works completely. You can leave a message on this comment on this video, and you can also suggest topics. I have a Gmail account. It's the name of our community. So taliko.vima.english@gmail.com if you want to give me some feedback that way. And I know you just got here, Adina, but I need some questions from you guys. If you have some questions about English fluency, about developing, about this topic today, please feel free to type them in the chat. I'm so used to seeing you guys pop up on stage or be able to ask you to come on stage. And can't do that just yet, but you guys will get 50 subscribers real quick. I know it's so dark over here. Maybe I don't have it as bright as it'll go. That's the other way. Oh, it's pretty bright. It's fine. It's pretty bright outside today too. Listening is soothing. Oh, yes. Well, the mistakes in my life, guys, I've made many mistakes. And the biggest mistakes I've made have been the most pivotal moments. Pivotal means to change direction, right? Pivotal moments. And that's actually the name of our podcast channel is truly pivotal moments. Um, You can look it up there. We talk about relationship dynamics. But the purpose for us being a community and learning from our mistakes and growing forward, don't just go forward, grow forward, is because as common sense as this seems, it isn't common to all of us, right? I think it was someone I was talking with recently. And when I mentioned something to them, they said, it makes sense when you said it. And I don't know why I didn't think of it first. Why didn't I just think of that? It's part of community, it's part of coming together in unity. And so our agenda, hey, kind of human, didn't get the notifications. Oh, turn on the bells, maybe? I don't know how that works. Well, I sent you the link 5 minutes before we started. I did. I sent you the link directly. Yeah. Oh, okay. I was watching your video in the morning. Plan to watch and listen to Fly on the Wall. Good, Hema. I like the Fly on the Wall series. Listen, I have an open thing with all of you, and we can do it through the Riverside app if you want some one-on-one time, because I really miss doing that. But I cannot justify it unless it can help someone else at the same time. So if there are things in common that people want to learn, we can do it all together. But those of you who are here, you can also access the Riverside app, and the Riverside app is a great place. It's like Zoom, but it's a lot better. The quality of audio and video is much better. You can petition me or ask me if we can do something together, if I can teach you about memorizing vocabulary or pronouncing words differently or understanding what you're listening to, which is what the Fly on the Wall series right now is about, only one particular topic. Okay, Jessica, get some sleep. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that with me. And please come back. Tell your friends. Tell your friends about it. Share the video, right? All that stuff. And so the Fly on the Wall series, I talked with Doris live. I didn't know what kind of help she wanted, and I talked with not live, but we recorded it together at the same time. Then when I found out what it was, we found a solution. We practiced that solution for 3 episodes, and she was much better. And it became a series that could help other people. So, with your permission, we can get together on Riverside, you from your video phone and everything, and me from mine, and it will record on the app and merge it together and make it really useful. And you can have open camera with me, but if there's something that's really concerning you about having your image out there, you can tell me, and what I will do is post edit. I will put a blur over your image so it's not even recognizable, or I will put a whole image over there. There's actually something on CapCut that will turn you into a cartoon. We could do it that way if you prefer. It'd be kind of fun. Um, but um, the idea would be to help you one on one, a little more intimately, but yet make something available for other people. Yeah. So it doesn't constitute spam. Sorry, not being rude. I'm afraid to greet. Oh, interesting. Does that have a name? Afraid to greet. Okay. No, you're not being rude. You're not spamming either. There's 6 of you here, and I think it's Kindly Human, Transylvania, Hema, Jessica's leaving, Steph. Yeah. Let's see what you guys are saying. I want to have a conversation with you one on one. Absolutely. And we can have a conversation. I just meant if you wanted help and wouldn't mind me using it. Now, the people of India have been joining us more and more. I know a couple of things about India, just a couple, that it's a very big place, a very populated place, and a place that needs this kind of assistance in many ways. So you could be a pioneer for your people, Kindly Human, and we can work together and then share that video. You might become famous in India, and unlock a lot of people's lives. May I do one on one? Yes, Hema, if we can do it together on a video on Riverside, the Riverside app. So please, guys, message me directly if you don't mind on Hello Talk and say I would be interested in the one-on-one on Riverside. And that way I'll know. I would prefer the video did go through in the final edit with your image. But I think there are creative ways I can use Final Cut besides just blurring you out. And I think I can make you into a cartoon or do some kind of avatar. I think I can. I think I can do some kind of avatar over you. Let me experiment with that. Super cool. Anyway, guys, any other questions for me today as we wrap this up with 5 minutes to go? Yeah, when we have people on stage here, it will be much more productive. So it could be. I could do that style. I think they've been showing me how to do that. I'll have to experiment with it. I do not think I have any videos right now to mess with where there's two people on the video. I'll have to get some sampling with someone so that I can try it. Yeah. Yeah, let's try that. All right. Well, it's only been an hour, but I'm so glad that we've been able to be here. This was much more successful than before with 8 people, averaged 85 views, 4 minutes average time people spending with us right now, which all that will play a role. And once we get people on stage, you want some advice? Yeah. What does it say? I prefer to become a cartoon. Oh, yeah, of course. No, I know, I know. Okay, Hema. Oh, you're from India also. Oh, how wonderful. You see how we're branching out. This is great because I'll be able to see patterns with you that can help you and help other people as well. No, no, I've never studied to be an English teacher. I'm just passionate about people and I have a gift of communication. So that's why I'm here. Onetta, thank you so much. You are the moderator here. Stephanie, thank you for today. I will work on getting followers so I can join in the future. Okay, we'll figure it out. And I did invite Mick, but it was very short notice. Maybe I will set up our stream for tomorrow and put the time in ahead of time. Sound good? All right. All right. Oh, I'm so sorry. I just missed you. Oh, look at you guys. Well, if you guys have any questions, those of you just arrived, Loa Loa, hello, welcome. Hi. Adventure 1990, Mountain, hello. Hi. Yes. We were talking about the topic of mistakes, meaning progress. We've gone through quite a few quotes and statements and described them, and we're still learning here. But our channel's somewhat developed. Please check out our channel, and I will plan to be here tomorrow, guys. I think this might be a week where we should meet every day and figure this out and make it the most beneficial for all of us. Oh, okay. Well, there are layers. There are layers. Yeah. Yes, Ava. Oh, you're Ava. Emma. Emma's Ava. I should write down some of these things. Yeah, Ava. Yeah, we would do it we would do it live together or not live, but you know what I mean for us it'd be recorded. And then I'll figure out in the post edit how to mask you. And then of course I'll send you the full version before I even think of putting it anywhere. So it's totally at your discretion, ladies and or gentlemen. Um, If that is one of your stipulations, if that is one of your concerns, then I will definitely send you the version that I'm going or that I would like to put up, and you can review it, you can listen to it, you can ask me to edit whatever you want to do with respect to your privacy and what you want to do. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Without further ado, Ava, Ava's Hema. Okay. I will go for now, guys, and we'll talk to you tomorrow, one way or another. Tomorrow is Wednesday, so it's WeChat Wednesday. We'll be on the WeChat group for our morning time, but we will be back here. I'll try to schedule this here in a little bit so that it's already posted for tomorrow. Ah, good. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Steph. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for the hearts. Monetta, thank you. Guys, it's good getting to know you here as well. And we'll see you again. Thank you so much. Take care, guys.